Hey guys, I'm ChezPride, and welcome to my first speed build. I've been wanting to do a speed build for a while. I mean, I was supposed to do another speed build like when I first started my channel, but I didn't feel like, a lot of people were really interested in the house I built, and I did show the house off, so I just decided not to do it. I'm going to kind of talk through this first part because all I'm doing here is trying to figure out the structure of the house because the house, it's even though it's only one layer, well, if you count split leveling as 2 layers, then I guess it's not one layer, but still, it's an interesting layout, so I'm just trying to figure it out right here. So I've been wanting to build this house for a while. It's actually, he's not my father-in-law yet, but it's my fiance's dad's house, and it's where my fiance has been staying for a while because Pa was there, and Pa was really sick, and his family needed his help. But the reason that this isn't going up on Father's Day is because, well, first of all, Father's Day is really hard for me. I lost my dad when I was younger, so Father's Day is always really hard for me. But for the last few years, I've spent Father's Day with my fiance and his family, because they already pretty much consider me a part of their family, which I really love. I love being part of their family. But I woke up Father's Day morning to an ambulance being there, and Pa being whisked away in the ambulance, and the next day he passed away. He was just old. It was his time. He ended up dying from, I think it was a blood infection and pneumonia. So yeah, that's the thing. So that's why this is coming up a week late. But I figured a week late is better than never. Plus, since Pa died, I figured building the house like it is right before he died, because it's probably going to change. Like, they altered the house a lot for him. Like, see how I just did the split leveling there? That used to be an open garage. And that's actually his dad's room. And Pa's room used to be Gage's little brother's room. Now they just kind of share a room. And just stuff like that. So, that's why I'm doing this. Plus, I've always wanted to do a speed build, so this will be interesting. I didn't realize I took this long on the build of the house. I still change it throughout the whole thing. Just putting all the lighting in. They don't have this many lights in their house, but they have such bright lights, it's ridiculous. Like, outside, they literally have, like, the strongest lights that you can, because my father-in-law works for the city in a certain city. I'm already doing their house, so I feel like I shouldn't give too much personal information away. And I am leaving a hole in that wall right now, but I go back and fix it later because it was filled. Oh, hi, Thea. My cat just like came and jumped on me. In split leveling, it's really weird. Even if like you have no other side, the door won't be actually out that door without stairs. And the stairs actually in that room is supposed to be a ramp, and there's no more stairs. So I ended up just putting the door like the outside door is, and it won't be functional unless you go and add stairs to it. But oh well, I doubt that many people are really gonna download this house anyway. So right now we're doing the living room, or we were doing the living room. The one that I put the little bed in, it's supposed to represent a hospital bed, because that's how Pa's room was. It was kind of like a hospital setup, but in a friendly enough way to where it didn't exactly look like a hospital room. And right now I'm working on my fiance's room. I don't really consider it him and his brother's room, even though his brother's lives in it sometimes, because my fiance is there way more often. But, you know, they're family, so it doesn't really matter to them. Oh, sorry, I had something in my throat. So yeah, I think I was just trying to adjust the size of the room because, like, even now looking back, I didn't get things exactly how they should have been, like the measurements, but it's close enough. It's close enough. You can't exactly ever get an exact measurement on things, right, in The Sims, I don't think, when you're trying to build, like, a certain house. Because, like, the reason I decided to build this, first of all, my house is, like, literally impossible to build on The Sims. You can do a lot of interesting stuff in The Sims, but there's so much leveling on my house, and so much, like, my house is, like, in the middle of a hill. Like literally, like, on the driveway part is, like, the lowest part, and then it comes up, and the driveway's on the side of the house, not in front of the house, so it's really weird. I have, like, this, like, triangle brick wall, and it would be literally impossible to build on Sims, and this is pretty much, if I'm not at home, this is where I am. So I kind of see that as a second home, so that's why I'm building this house like that, besides it being, like, a Father's Day thing. I actually did show it to my father-in-law before I did the outside, when I pretty much was on the inside before I went back and added small details in. And him and my fiance were both like, whoa, because they thought it was so exact, even though it bothers me it's not exact enough in my opinion, but I thought that was kind of cool. I worked really hard in the shelving in the kitchen. I ended up taking one of the shelves out later. And funny fact, that's a bookshelf in the game, but it looks exactly like that bread rack in real life, so it worked out. And that's where they have their computer set up. I was actually on the other side of that with my computer when I was building this, because I figured since I was there for, oh man, I was told to go home after you went to the ambulance. Not because they didn't want me there and stuff. It was mainly Gage didn't really want me seeing Paul like that, and, you know, he probably needed his time alone with his family. You're probably going to see me scroll through a bunch of stuff for a minute, because this room is actually a laundry room and a pet room, which we don't have either of those things, so where those counters are it was where the washer and dryer and stuff is, and I didn't really know what to put, so I just put these boxes in there, but it has, like, a turtle cage and a dog cage and a bunch of the pet stuff, because that's just where they sleep, so that's where they put all their foods and treats and stuff, so I didn't know exactly what to do for that, because we don't have this pet expansion. But like I was saying, Sunday I was told to go home, and after he passed away, it was sometime in the morning, Monday, and Monday I had to babysit anyway. That's another reason I had to go home, because I babysit every Monday and Friday. Then I came back Monday. I didn't come home till Saturday, which was yesterday, while I'm recording this. So I figured since I was going to be there a while, I would take advantage and go ahead and just build it while I was there, so I could make sure I have, like, every little detail. And you see back after I go back to the outside, I come back and fix a lot of the stuff. They have lines almost over every window. Almost every window. I go back and take it off one of those windows because they don't have it. They have, like, blinds on, like, everything but 2 windows. Including freaking window in the shower, which in the hall bathroom, I haven't done his dad's bathroom yet, but in the hall bathroom, you look behind the shower, it has a window, and there's nothing blocking the window in the shower, and it's a house full of guys, so I guess I can see where that didn't really matter to them, but being a female is extremely awkward, so I try to use his dad's bathroom as much as I can, because you can see later I put 2 showers in there, but it's actually one big, like, walk-in shower, because they built the shower more for Pa, and he was paralyzed from the waist down, so that's why they just had a really big walk-in shower. You can see what I didn't exactly get the room measurements right, so I just kind of put an empty space there that wouldn't be seen because there's a wall on both sides. Yeah. What am I doing now? I just totally lost track. Oh, I'm trying to figure out if I can find a better rug for that, but I really couldn't. Oh, and I did change the thing next to the TV. I don't know what that'd be called. But I was about to say, hey, I'd probably change that later. I was like, oh, I'll just wait till I change it, and I missed when I changed it. But the reason that, besides the split leveling, that this house was kind of hard to build was first of all, the closet's just way smaller. At the hall closet, where you see the little racks and stuff, but like that cut, like, it's supposed to be way smaller. Like, all the doors, like the closet door, my fiance's room door, and all that were supposed to be like right there all together, and I didn't get that, but oh well. So I was trying to build my father-in-law's room, and as if you see, like, I pretty much was, when I was in the room, well, now I'm doing the bathroom. So what I'm saying, like, probably doesn't make sense. But if you saw just a minute ago, I tried to place a fireplace in there, which is what he has. He has an electric fireplace in there. Like, there, yeah, there you go. But it wouldn't let me do it because it's split leveling. But it let me put all the dressers and stuff, so, I don't know, it was really weird. And yes, he actually has a sign like that in his room. I'm not even kidding. I didn't just put that there for decoration. He literally has a sign like that in his room. I think this is before I do all the outside stuff. I was just moving around. Yeah, I'm starting on the outside now. And they have a lot of artwork in their house, but what I noticed is when I had the wall, like, normally you play in Sims with not all the walls up and not all the walls down. The one that's in between, it shows the necessary walls. And all the walls of the artwork are on. It doesn't show on the necessary walls. So I didn't worry about it because I felt like finding artwork to match what they had in their house was kind of a pain. Now, their yard is a little bit compressed. They actually have a really big yard that leads back into the woods. I just did like the top of their yard, and I had to compress it a little bit because I didn't have room all the way around. Me finding the trees was really difficult until I figured out I could, like, size them up. But I knew I could size them up. I just didn't think about it. So you'll see me struggle with the trees quite a bit. I have 2 barns out there. I'm filling the first one now, which is the one we use the most. It has, like, a lawnmower and puzzled wheelchairs and stuff. Sorry, my allergies are at me. I'm really bad. But, so the one's yellow and one's blue. The blue was technically kind of their neighbor's yard, but their neighbor's yard was actually Pa's trailer, before he got to the point he had to live with Jason, which is my father-in-law. So, right now we have family friends living in there, but, like, what you don't see, like, because, okay, I guess it would be easier to explain this later, but with the other, not trailer, but shed, it would technically be in their yard, but, they have a bunch of, cars that are theirs that are parked right under it, so I put it in this yard, and technically there should be, like, 4 trees on the other side of the house, but like I said, I really had to compress the yard. Even that, it's supposed to be a concrete path next to my father-in-law's door. It's supposed to have space in between it for plants and stuff. And it does in the front yard, but I didn't have enough room. So this yard is actually a really compressed version of the house. And the house is expanded a little bit. So, I don't know, maybe it's weird. And yes, they actually had 2 horseshoe racks. Like, I'm not even joking. They have horseshoe games there, which I thought was really awesome. Because I used to have a horseshoe game that my papa made me when I was younger, and I don't know what happened to it. So I always enjoy seeing that over there. It makes me think of my papa. And yes, they have a tree surrounded. It's heavily surrounded by bricks, but they don't really have bricks I could do that with. I could have turned the stone red, but I just felt like that wasn't necessarily important. And I'm just like doing the yard now. Oh, allergies are horrible. I hate living in Georgia. I'm just working on the fire pit now. I had like a moment of struggle with this, trying to move the rocks, but, well, and they actually do have 2 grills, which I thought was interesting. They have like a propane and a regular one. Now, the window doesn't have little, what are those things called? Like, they look like they could cover a window, but they're not. Like, on the side of the windows. They don't have that, but none of the other windows would fit in the middle. So that kind of sucks. And they have, like, those piles of rocks because they're planning on building something. I forgot exactly what it was. This is what I was saying. Like, you see me put the sand on the side of the house, too. I'll go back and fix that later. Because the sand that you see coming around this is actually connected in the neighbor's driveway, which is why I say this is more in their yard, but oh well. And figuring out the trees were difficult because like when you're in build mode, the trees block everything, but when you're in live mode, like, they don't really affect it unless you're just zoomed out too far, you know? Yeah, see, I go back and fix that later. This is the fun part, was finding cars that, like, that truck's supposed to be white. It just didn't work out that way. And that Mustang's supposed to be more blue. But, you know, they don't have cars in The Sims. I just had to do best with sizing up the toy cars. And this is where I finally figured out, like, the tree I could size up and make it look right. So that's what I'm doing there. And there's actually, like, I had to do the placement of the trees a little bit off, but it was okay. I should have put the trees last, but I just didn't think about it. Like, I didn't realize it was going to be such a big problem. So yeah, I like had to remove the freaking chair there, and that's supposed to represent monkey grass. They have like a ton of monkey grass. If you don't know what monkey grass is, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what the actual name of it is. We just always call it monkey grass. I actually have a lot of it in my yard as well. Also, the archway is actually wooden in real life, but that's the closest I could get with the plants being over it like that. Everything else seemed to be more of a wedding arch. Oh, my cat's asleep in my lap. Anyway. And I do it, like, I had trouble figuring this out for me. I just ended up sizing them up. Because, like, they're too big, like, sized up, but I'd rather them be too big than too small. You know? I actually was really impressed with the outside of how it turned out. I thought it would turn out way worse. But I actually managed to, like, do a lot of good detail in there. And I liked being there because I could go and, like, check details and stuff. Like, I was able to go to the front door and look out at all the placements. And in between doing the house and the backyard, I went out there and chilled a little bit with my fiance and some people that were over while I was doing it. So that was nice. And we're actually getting close to the end, you guys. I'm just going through and, like, I tried to make it where it had 3 lights, but it just didn't work because their lamp is actually a really big thing that makes their house stand out. But anyway, guys, I'm just going through and doing the last few little details right here, if you want this house, it'll be up on my gallery, which is just ChezPride. If you look in gallery or origin, it's the same thing. It's just a ChezPride. Thank you for watching, you guys. I really enjoyed building this house. I wanted to do it for a while now. And I hope you guys liked it, and happy late Father's Day. Exactly a week late. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do all that awesome stuff, because you guys are awesome people. And I'll see you next time. Okay, bye!